Shalom. I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bar Hashem, Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations to the Akim, teaching the word in sincerity and truth. And blessings to the elect and the 1/3 of Israelites scattered worldwide, predestined to be saved. Alright, Revelations chapter 13, verse 16. Alright, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor. And us Israelites, we're poor monetarily. The only Israelites that really have a lot of money are the ones that are sold out to the devil, you know. All right, your rappers, your entertainers, and really they're broke, you know, because they just have FRNs, Federal Reserve notes. They don't have gold and silver. Like Floyd Mayweather, you always say Floyd Money Mayweather. Well, that money, all right, that money that Floyd Mayweather flashes around, and all your rappers and entertainers, you know, making it rain with dollar notes and slit. I remember years ago there was this rapper, what's his name, Nelly, and he's a homosexual, man. All right, he he swings both ways. The majority of them rappers, to get to another level, you have to go through a certain door, man, which is called Pandora's box, you know. And on the other side of that door, all right, it's not women there, it's men, you know. And this is what our people have reduced themselves to, you know, to go up the ladder, you know, to get the Bentleys and stuff. They've actually compromised their sexuality, man. All right. But when this prophecy actually kicks in, those Federal Reserve notes are going to be worth nothing, man. All right. And all you're going to have to rely on is your faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And your rappers and entertainers do not know him. All right, they've sold out. They've sold out to Satan, so they're going to be destroyed. Okay, you know. So like you heard, this woman Tina Turner died the other day and stuff like that. She's in a bad place. All right, her spirit has gone back to the Heavenly Father. Okay, that's mercy, really. And behind closed doors, all of these so-called celebrities have had to do real disgusting things, all right, to get where they are, you know. So whether you're poor, both small and great, all right, rich and poor, free or bond. So if you're a so-called free citizen, you know, you're able to go out and stuff, or you're in a prison cell somewhere, all right, it don't matter. To receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, all right. And what have we been hearing about? We've been hearing about Elon Musk, Neuralink, microchipping the brain. The other day they had a German guy who was paralyzed. He had a bike accident. He used to cycle, I think, and he had an accident and he was paralyzed. Now they put a microchip in his brain to send signals to his spine. And now he can, walk some steps, Okay. So that mark is what? Free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay. All right. Verse 17. That no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right. Verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding. And that's what we do. We do these videos and break it down slowly and make it plain upon tables so you can understand the prophecies to come. It's our job. It's what we were born to do, you know. When I was younger, I in secondary school, which in America you call high school, they used to give me a nickname. There used to be a program called Only Fools and Horses. and it was two crackers, from southeast London, Peckham, who used to always, be about making money and dodgy deals and so forth, etc., etc. And one of them was called Del Boy, and in secondary school, I used to sell things. I used to buy computer games, sell them on. I used to go to exhibitions and get sweets and stationery, all these free gifts that you have at these live expos of technology or games or whatever. I used to get all those free things, those drawstring bags, and I used to go and sell them in school. And they gave me the nickname, instead of Del Boy, all right, out of that program, they used to call me a Bill Boy, because I was a wheeler dealer. I used to, make a lot of money as a teenager. Well, listen, your money is not going to save you. That money is going to go. All right. Okay. The money that you have in your accounts is going to be down to zero. Okay. When this prophecy truly kicks off. All right. So verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast. For it is a number of a man, and his number is 600 threescore, and three scores is what? A score is 20, all right, times 3 is what? 60, all right? So it says, and his number is 600 threescore and 6, which is 666, all right? So when you see these rappers, entertainers, let me show you. When you see these rappers and entertainers, let me try and give you an example. And these people, what's it called? These puppets, all right, doing a 666 sign. Let me show you. Hand sign. Alright, and this is how you know that a lot of the gangs that are in America have been funded and been created by the intelligence agencies in America, because the gangs love to use their hands. See that this is they tried to say on the news that this is an okay sign. No, this is a satanic hand sign. This is the 666 hand sign. All right. Okay. Look, all right, these are hand signs of the devil. Don't fall into tricks like these, you see? Okay, so that's why it says, let him have understanding, all right? There's another example, 666, you see? This is all satanic, man, okay? So when you see your rappers and your entertainers, like, let's see, Rick Ross, what's it called, 666, there you go, this big joke there. When you see these rappers, entertainers, and there you go, it's a perfect example, doing that, look, 666 hand sign. They've sold out, man. All right? They've sold out. And what's beautiful about it is that, as well, not to get gangs, hand signs. Look, if you look at the gangs as well, boom. Look at all, these are gangs, right? Bloods, Crips. Why do they use these hand signs? You see? You know why they use it? Because they were funded by the devil, man. All right? Another way to destroy our nation. All right? But through this word, people that are used to do this is getting converted and in this truth. All right? This truth is for people like this scumbag here. This scumbag here. This scum vermin here, all right, this truth is for people like him, all right. Many of brothers and sisters you know, were into this gang stuff. But you know what? This is just a plan by the enemy. All right, the enemy has done all of this stuff to try and get rid of our nation, man. All right, and that is also in the Bible. All right, you have to understand the tricks of your enemy, man. All right. Let's see there. And don't worry, we're gonna get back to it, but I just want to show you this Proverbs. I think it is. Is it Proverbs? You know, one of the brothers over there in the New York camp, main camp. I love the way he talks. You know, when he's reading, he's one of the best readers I've ever heard. You know, and he goes Proverbs, Proverbs. So if he was, you know, if he was saying this, it would be Proverbs 6 and 13. You know. All right. This is Proverbs 6 and 12. A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a froward mouth. And that's those rappers, entertainers, etc. All right. I'm the best, this, that, and the other, you know. But they've sold out to the enemy. Okay. All right. And how do we know that? By this. The Lord has shown us, open our eyes to understand our enemies. All right. Proverbs 6 and 13. He winketh with his eyes and speaketh with his feet, and he teacheth with his fingers. What's that talking about? That's talking about them hand signs, man. All right, that I just showed you. Okay, it is those what's it called? Satanic hand signs, man. All right. So you have to understand that all of this gang stuff has been done by the enemy. We're not ignorant to Satan's devices. See, and that's the way the devil, what's it called, communicates. You know, like we are communicating straight up. We're out there on the street teaching, you know, for the whole world to see, but the enemy and the ones of our lost people that have sided with the enemy, you know, like a bitch, you know, like a bitch. Instead of coming out and saying things straight, they want to speak in code with these hand signs. So that's what Proverbs 6 and 13 is, man. All right? That's how he communicates. And whether you Israelites in gangs like it or not, you are on the side of the devil. All right. If you're not on this side, if you're not with Yahushua, you're against him. As simple as that, man. All right. So it said what? It calls a fool both small and great, rich or poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Now we have this video. All right. I'm not going to say much. I just want to play it for you because it says rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehand. When this collapse happens, all right, literally chaos is going to ensue, and then they're going to give you the solution to that chaos, which is this. All right, now let's play this. All right, and this is a video I saw just earlier on today, and I just did a freestyle, and I just thought, let me just do a quick video on it. All right, and this is Nigel Farage. He's just a puppet here in the UK who always talks about immigration and immigrants are coming in and taking over, you know. But these puppets bring out some real true information. Okay? All right, so listen to this.
Easy, cheap to transact. There'll be no problems at all, no loose change lying around. There'll be lots and lots of arguments for it. Well, this week, the Chancellor of the Exchequer and the Bank of England have said by 2030, Britcoin, a central bank digital currency, will be up and running. It will, to begin with, be limited in scope, but with huge ambitions for the years to come. Yep. I think this could pose some real threats. It actually gives government pretty much total control over our lives, because they can just press a button and close our bank accounts. No, they wouldn't do that now, would they? Well, think about it. Those Canadian truckers, they were legally and lawfully going about their business driving trucks, but legislation came in demanding that unless they'd been double vaxxed, they couldn't continue in their cabins doing long-distance lorry driving.
That's right.
And they protested, and in the end, their bank accounts were closed down by the Canadian government. Well, with the central bank digital currency, anyone that decides to stand up and fight against the government could be pressed down simply with the push of a button. That is my concern. What is it all going to mean? Well, joining me down the line is Leah Harpern. She's a podcaster, but also the author of Undressing Bitcoin, not Britcoin, Bitcoin. Leah, thank you and welcome for joining me this evening. Just explain central bank digital currencies. This isn't just the Bank of England considering this, is it?
Exactly. Currently, more than 90% of central banks globally are all working on bringing out a central bank digital currency. And I think it's really important to elaborate on what exactly that is. A central bank digital currency is basically what we have now, so it's fiat currency, but it's going to be entirely digital, which means absolutely in the control of the government and the central bank. So as you mentioned, government, since they own it, they're able to program it in a way that we've never seen before. So as you said, if for whatever reason you don't do as you're told and you don't take 3 vaccines, 4 vaccines, or whatever it is, the money can just be programmed to be used against you. The perfect example is right now we're living during this supposed climate crisis where they want to implement a carbon allowance. So how do you do that? Well, it's very simple. You just program the money in a way that you cannot do with the current cash that we have. You program the money. So if, for example, you have a barbecue and you want to buy some steaks, some burgers, some sausages, whatever it is, you could actually reach your carbon allowance. And when you go to fill up your car, it could get declined because you reach your carbon allowance. So it's a really efficient way for governments to implement their political and woke agendas through the money.
There you go. All right. There you go, man. And this is GB News, which is a UK channel, so you can actually look this up for yourself, all right? Because it's going to be total control. So if you don't do what the devil tells you to do, he'll just turn off your freeze your bank account, all right? Now there is a film that I saw years ago with Justin Timberlake. I'll try and see if I can look at it here, all right? And that is basically, this film with Justin Timberlake is about the mark, the MOTB, all right? Justin Timberlake, Timberlake. Movies, and there's one, that's it, this is the one, In Time, and it's worth watching, man. It really is worth watching. I'm telling you, this will show you. Now let's see a little trailer. Let's see, you know, what the trailer's saying. Remember, this is about digital currency, man. MOTB. Alright.
Allow me to introduce my mother-in-law, Clara, my wife, Michelle, and my daughter, Sylvia. Whoa, where's the rest?
Never met the quota.
My units are up from last week.
So is the quota.
Just once, I'd like to wake up with more time on my hand than hours in the day.
How old are you?
28.
I'm 105. But the day comes when you've had enough. If you had as much time as I have, what would you do with it?
I sure as hell wouldn't waste it.
Yep.
The last time anyone saw him alive, there was over a century on this clock.
Well, all the time.
His name is Will Salas.
You can't hide 100 years in the ghetto.
You know that time will get you killed.
Hey, Mom, I'm gonna get out of here.
I just wouldn't know what to do if I lost you.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of your company before, Mr. Salas. Will Salas.
I'm sorry to have to break up the party, Mr. West. I just need to work with your friend.
This is my death.
Please take me home.
Can't do that.
Why?
You're keeping me alive. How can you live with yourself watching people die right next to you?
You don't watch. You close your eyes.
I'm gonna make them pay. I'm gonna take them for everything they've got. Come on, help yourselves!
Take the time, it's free.
You put enough time in the wrong hands. You upset the whole system.
Let's hope so. If this works, we gotta get more.
I can help you get all the time you want.
You know we're coming to get you.
Will, look out!
His crime wasn't taking time. He was giving it away.
Hey, and so you can see that trailer. It's called In Time. I watched this about 7-8 years ago, and the film is actually a very good film. And there's one bit in the film where, you know, they all have the, you know, the MOTB, and basically, all right, if you behave yourself, they give you credit. All right, if you don't behave yourself, they penalize you. And basically, they can just turn it off. And there's a scene in there, not to spoil it too much, where he's his woman, I think it is, or his mother, someone near to him. Anyway, she's running, all right, and she's trying to get to a certain area where she's allocated to be, but the time is running out. And when she just about to get to that area, because of the lack of credits on her MOTB, all right, it turns off and she just drops dead. So that's what's gonna happen, man. All right, total control. This devil already. Listen, Roman, what's it? Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, the Lord gave this devil the earth. All right, but look what he's doing with it. All right, so listen. This is not a time to be a pussyfooting around, man. All right. So the main thing is not to take it under any circumstances, you know. And the Lord said that. The Lord, said, you know, the Lord will keep us from the hour of temptation, man. All right. So let's just get that, and then we're gonna close. All right. That is a film that everyone in this truth should watch, man. It's called In Time. All right. In Time, man. Okay. All right. Let's see now. What's that? Hour of temptation. All right. The Lord said that. The Lord said. Remember Proverbs 20:24. Man's goings of the Lord. How can a man understand his own way? You know. So us in this truth, we know that free will is garbage. The Lord has programmed us. The Lord programmed me to wake up to this truth, embrace the truth, and He did that with you, man. Okay, you people that are watching and studying this word. All right. So if we continue in this truth and have faith, no matter what is happening to us, all right. The Lord said this, man. Revelations 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. All right. And what is a patient? What is patience? Patience is to suffer. And are we not suffering? We are suffering. When you go to hospital, you're a hospital patient, you know, and people that go to hospital are suffering in some kind of way. All right. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which is that MOTB, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So the Lord is going to try us, man. All right. The Lord's going to test us. You know, I could be making these videos here right now and say this and say that. But at the end of the day, if the Lord doesn't keep the Holy Spirit with me, all right, I'm gonna fold and be destroyed. But if the Lord keeps that Holy Spirit with me, doesn't matter what I go through or what you go through, the Lord is gonna put a spirit on us to not accept it, even unto death. All right. So, hey, it's gonna get real out here, man. All right. So I'm gonna leave it at that for now. I didn't want to make it too long. I apologize for it for the video being longer than I anticipated. But that's what's coming, man. All right. So I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shim Yahushai. Double honors to the Apostle El's great millstone that rule well. Salutations to the Archeum teaching the word in sincerity and in truth. And blessings to the elect and the 1/3 of Israelites scattered worldwide, predestined to be saved. Stay strong, stay in the Lord, and have faith, man. All right. And faith comes by what? Hearing the word. All right. So shalom.